Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. Now, Dogecoin is actually going up again. It's 6.9 again. So I think this might be the second pump. I mean, it's gone up from about 5 to 6.9. That's a significant increase. And there's a good chance that group is pumping it again. So what do you do now? Well, you still should DCA out. And I'm going to talk about like the levels where you actually should DCA out. Because I know the goal is $1, but realistically, I don't think it's going to get to $1. I don't think it's going to get that close to $1. Like last time, they said the goal was $1 too, and for those that people that believed them, bought in at 8 cents and got screwed. So I think the first DC out point is actually last time's all-time high, around I think 8.5. I forgot exactly where it was, but 8 or 8.5. Actually, right here, it's 8.48 cents. That's probably the first DC out point. It's around 8.5 cents, because you have to remember that a lot of people probably bought in at that point because it did stay up there for like a few hours. And basically, they kind of got screwed because everything dumped back down. For those that didn't panic sell, this is their second chance. And probably some of them are actually going to sell as we reach that point so they don't actually lose money by missing out on the opportunity to sell. Now, I personally think it's probably going to go higher than that if they repump it, because it wouldn't really make that much sense if they didn't. But I would sell part of the stack at 8.5 cents just to make sure, just to sell at last time's high. I would probably sell like 25% of the stack at that point. The next point you're going to have to make is probably around 10 cents. The even numbers are always the ones that people actually cash out at, because those are like round psychological resistances. And those sometimes, like these big pumpers, they'll use those kind of targets to as like, hey, we're going to pump it up to this much and then sell. So selling it just before or right at those points will actually probably net you profit. At 10 cents, regardless of what you bought in last time at the last pump, you will actually make money. Even if you bought at 8, that's like a 20% profit. That's actually not too bad for like a few days or a week, 20% profit. Might not seem like a lot to you by the amount that Doge has risen, but the thing is, like, if you held on until you sell at 10, even if you bought at 8.5, that's good profit. That's probably close to 20% profit. So sell out another 10 or 20% of the stack there. And after that, I would actually go by the 5s and 10s. 15 would be another good sell point. Sell maybe 10 or 20% of the stack there, and then 20 to 25, 30. I don't think it's actually going to go that high. I think the maximum it'll probably go is maybe like 20, 25 cents. I don't think it'll go to like 30, 40. The amount of money as you pump up is going to get more and more. And just like GameStop, remember, like GameStop eventually completely fell back down, right? And that's because regardless of like what your ideal was to punish the hedge funds, which I totally agree with, I can get behind that goal. The problem with that is that in the end, you're buying a crappy stock. I mean, if you were buying Amazon to punish the hedge funds, if we were buying like Tesla that actually had a good product and it's actually growing at that point, then there's no problem with hanging on to the stock. But the problem is you're buying GameStop, which has absolutely no future. So you're essentially buying stock in a company that essentially has no future and is basically destined to go bankrupt, essentially. So in the end, the stock's going to crash back down, and that's sort of what it is with Dogecoin. But Dogecoin isn't quite so bad. It's a meme coin. It'll always be around, but it doesn't have the usage potential of a lot of other coins. I know some of you said Elon is going to make this his official coin on Mars, but it's going to be a while before we settle on Mars, guys, just for your information. And the thing is, like, Dogecoin doesn't have like the company or the support team really behind it to really shill it to organizations. The stuff with Elon Musk is fun, but he's basically just using it to troll people. I mean, like, there's other coins, like Chainlink, what I'm seeing on the screen, Chainlink, AVE, Uniswap, VeChain, Cardano, those other coins with a lot more utility that are actually good investments that you can invest in. But Dogecoin obviously got the pump because it is a meme coin. While the meme is fun and great, I don't think it's like that awesome for a long-term hold, because for a long-term hold, you actually do need utility. You actually do need some use, and I don't really see that for Dogecoin. Now, Dogecoin will never die, because the thing is, like, it has a really good community. Actually, like, of all the crypto communities, I enjoy Dogecoin the most because a lot of people aren't there to actually make money. They just like the coin. But that means for speculative purposes, it's not really a long-term hold because it doesn't have the industrial use or the mass adoption. I just don't really see Dogecoin really being, the world currency or anything. But I can see a lot of these other coins not being the world currency, but being like very, very useful, because Doge is a fork of Litecoin, which is a fork of Bitcoin. It has the 5 billion supply built in each year. Jackson Palmer actually hard coded that in. I don't think you can remove that, so it'll always have the inflation. So in the end, it's a fun coin. It's a cool coin for kids to get into crypto, but it's not really a serious investable coin. So in the end, it won't die like GameStop, but in the end, it won't be able to uphold those largely high prices like another coin would that actually has a lot of industrial or commercial use. So basically, I would say the first sell point is at 8.5 cents. The next one's at 10, then 15, 20, 25, 30. I don't think it'll go past 30. But if it does, you can just keep selling at 5 and 10s, 10 or 15% every time. And maybe just keep the last 10% to see how high it would go. So that's basically my plan. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.